Today I want to answer the question, how can I run a business in my spare time or around my job or my family? I've got so much stuff to do, I can't possibly have enough time. Well, I'm here to tell you that is not the case. I'm pretty sure. I don't know all of you, but most people, I imagine, are like me. I have a family, I have a very busy job, I have lots of other social engagements, and I still manage to fit everything around that. And I've, over the last couple of years, and even more so in the last year, I've come up with a really concrete way of, I wouldn't say managing my time, because I don't think you manage your time, but I have come up with a way to decide how to use my time and to actually see what time I've got, what spare time actually do I have every day, every week. Okay, so there's three things really that are the key to this. So first of all, I mentioned it, you have to really look at exactly how much time you could potentially have to use on your business. So I'll show you in just a minute the very simple method I use to do this. It's a very simple spreadsheet and it's really a schedule of sorts. So that's the first thing. You need to figure out exactly how much time you have. And then the next thing is you need to plan your days. So look at the slots that you have during the day and figure out at least the day before what you intend to do the following day. And then you just follow it. The third thing is habits. Get into good, healthy habits, first of all, to make sure you have enough energy to do this stuff, because that's one of the things that certainly when I was first starting out was a real barrier. So I really didn't have much energy and I had to do something to change that. So get into healthy habits first of all and get into productive habits. Okay, so productive habits for me may be different for you, but get up early in the morning. If I get up early in the morning, I've got at least an hour and a half to 2 hours before my family wakes up and before I have to start getting breakfast ready and doing all sorts of other things and then heading out the door to work. So getting up early for me was critical. Now, again, this really depends on your schedule. So look at your schedule, see where the biggest potential gaps are, the potential time slots that you could use to put time and effort into your business, because that's what it needs. That's what you need to make any kind of side business work around a job, a family, and a busy lifestyle. Okay? So let me take you into my very simple method to show you exactly how you can see the gaps in your days. Okay, so here we are on my computer and you can see here, very simple spreadsheet. All I've done is, I've got the time down the side here. So you notice I've got them in 30-minute increments mainly. And so I tend to get up most days at 5 o'clock. Doesn't always happen. It really depends on when I go to bed, and that again leads me to talk about habits. So try and get into a good evening routine. So you can see here I have an evening routine starting at 9:30 until 10 p.m. So I aim to be in bed by 10 o'clock. That then allows me to get up at 5 o'clock. And if I don't manage that and I'm maybe half an hour late, then I will adjust my alarm in the morning appropriately, and then I would obviously have less time to work on the business. So for me, as I said, getting up early, you can see here I've got 4 potential slots. Now I've got P's here, P1 to 8 during the week and P1 to 9. So what does this mean? These are what I call Pomodoros, or what the productivity area in general calls Pomodoro. It's usually 25 to 30 minute slot of time. It comes from a tomato timer, or tomato, however you want to pronounce it, and some people used to set that as a timer, and they would focus on one thing at a time, 25 to 30 minutes, and when the timer goes off, they'd have a little break and then get back to work. Okay, so I've been using that method for many years now. It's very, very productive, and it just helps you to focus and not get distracted by things. So you decide what you're going to do, in each slot, and set a timer. Either I have an Apple Watch, so I set a timer on my Apple Watch, and once the timer goes off, I take a quick break, maybe go to the bathroom, perhaps go for a quick walk or play with the dog or something like that. Or if I'm at work, I'll just get up and go and get a cup of coffee or something like that. And so that's the P's. So they're the Pomodoros. So mine are in 30-minute segments, and I try to plan the sections out each day. So on the Sunday evening, I'll come in and I'll look at my weekly plan and my monthly plan and decide, right, what am I going to do in these 3 sessions tomorrow? What could I do on this session? So I'm on the train to work. So what could I do on the train to work? And that will depend on whether I get a seat, whether I'm able to open my laptop, all sorts of different things. But there are certain things that I can do if possible. Again, I've got half an hour after eating lunch, and I've possibly got some sessions available to me in the evening. Now, I want to stress that a lot of the time you won't get all of these. These are potential slots, but what it does, it gives you a really good idea of how much time you actually do have. So a lot of my students, a lot of people that I talk to say, I just don't have time. You do have time. Yeah, it's how you choose to use that time. So if in the evening you have decided to watch TV or read a book or do something other than spend it on your business, that's fine, but you do have time to do this. So whether you do it in the morning or the evening or lunch times or a combination, I would advise you to, just start off slow. See if you can do some sessions in the morning, see if you could do a session at lunchtime, and then just build up. And it's when I look back at what I have built, especially over the last year and a half, the amount of content that I've created, that mostly came from these early morning sessions. And I tended to use the rest of the time to do sort of admin type work or editing videos or writing articles, that kind of stuff, or maybe looking at advertising, Facebook advertising or YouTube, those kinds of things. So the actual content production I did very early in the morning, because I find that I'm really, really focused in the morning. I get up, I have quite a lot of energy. Have a glass of water. So again, we're back to the healthy habits. So a glass of water followed by a cup of coffee. There's a debate as to whether that's healthy or not, but it's one of the things that I like, so I'm not going to give that one up. And I can focus and get down to work. And if you do this, you create these healthy habits, you create these pockets of time, and you plan these pockets of time throughout the week, and you can also do it the weekend, then you'll quickly find that you're moving forward in your business and that you will have a successful side income, even though you've got a busy life, a busy family life, a busy job. And there are so many people that these days are really, really busy, but you can do this. I'm living proof. I'm probably just as busy as you, and I've managed it, and I've taught other people how to do this, and trust me, it works. So I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about this and a little bit more about exactly what I do and how I get that side income coming in, just click on the link just below this video. Thanks, bye.